Trump's new USCIS policies, what you need to know, and how you can prepare. Since Trump took office, he did so many things to shake the immigration system. We've got deportations, we've got ICE enforcement, so many new things. But what is important right now to understand is how is it going to change how immigration is working inside the United States? How USCIS will adapt its policies, how USCIS will make life of immigrants inside the United States a little bit more complicated. In this video, I'll try to break it down, all the predictions and all the things we already see and how it's going to impact your life as an immigrant in the United States right now. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Immigration Channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about new USCIS policies coming to us in the next few months and how to prepare. We're going to break it down at least into 4 areas that might be interest to you. We're going to talk about immigration enforcement within USCIS, within the new departments that they're developing, and how it's going to impact green card holders inside the United States, but also immigrants who are applying for benefits who are already inside the United States. Next, we're going to talk about new policies that are coming, like employment visa overhauls and new visa changes that we'll be expecting for immigrants currently in the United States and those coming also to the United States. Number 3, we'll talk about expansions of new policies like public charge and others that could be impacting immigrants who are applying for green cards inside the United States. And finally, we talk about fee increase, policy delays for immigrants inside the United States, and that's something that everyone who's watching this channel needs to know. So make sure you stick to the end of this video. I'll cover all 4 areas and give you extra one as well. All right, let's start with strict immigration enforcement. The first thing we've seen is massive raids, ICE agents all over the place looking for undocumented immigrants. But guess what? USCIS is not sleeping. They're also increasing their enforcement. Departments like Homeland Security investigations, increased operations, specifically in green card cases. I'll give you an example. One of our clients went to a green card interview, and at the end of the interview, the officer said, wait, we need to get some more information about your case. Go home. We'll get back to you soon. And guess what? The next day, 5 in the morning, HSI agents were knocking on their door and doing a house visit, checking if they live together, looking about their arrangement inside the apartment, conducting interviews, taking notes, and bringing it back to the main office. And guess what? More and more HSI, Homeland Security investigations, crackdowns, and home visits will be happening in the next year or so. It's not just ICE raids. Immigration have their own internal unit of conducting investigations. Those are going to go up and increase in the next few months as well. So be prepared for that. In addition to that, it's also applying for employment-based cases. If you have an H-1B visa, O-1 visa, or even if you're in the process of applying for a green card, USCIS fraud detection unit working hard day and night. They'll come to your company, they'll check your employee, they'll check your place of employment to verify that the job description matches what they're doing in practice. Guess what? More and more on-site investigation from USCIS fraud department will increase in 2025. It's already happening now. It's not just ICE raids. So be on the lookout for more enforcement, more raids, and more home visits if you're going through the green card process for family, and more investigations if you're applying for a visa through your employer. Number 2, visa programs overhaul, changes in many visa programs that we currently have inside the United States. Before we talk about that, I want to mention something. If you're here for the first time watching this channel, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. Click the notification bell, and this way you'll know when we go live and when we are posting new videos. Also, give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. If you need help with your immigration matters, send me a text, 619-483-4549, or go to www.immigrationasap.com. Leave your details and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. And now let's get back into the video. Point number 2, increase in visa overhauls, changing to many visa programs. Starting with the H-1B visa. As you know, the H-1B visa already had a major change beginning of the year. They improved the processing. They made changes to the criteria to the H-1B visa. Now they're requiring the job description to have almost an exact match to what the degree is. It's going to make it more complicated for a lot of employers to hire employees that have degrees in related fields. It's going to require more explanations and more due diligence when you apply for H-1B visas. But guess what? They're going to be increasing enforcement. As I mentioned to you in point number 1, the changes in the H-1B visa process also comes with more enforcement. Employers will have to register. They're going to have to make sure that their public access files are kept in good standing, and more of these investigative officers will be coming to your companies to verify that you're doing your job. Other things you're going to see is restrictions to student visas. It's going to be more complicated to change your status from a tourist to a student inside the United States. You're going to have to justify why you're doing it, provide sufficient evidence to funding, and many other things. As I mentioned to you before, more complicated to change your status inside the United States to a student visa, but also overseas. When you apply for a student visa, you're going to have to provide more evidence, more financial support, more proof that you in fact are a real student. And if you're just coming to study English, it's going to be virtually impossible to get a visa. So one thing I have to tell you, if you have an OPT, optional practical training, you're about to graduate, please plan early to apply for your H-1B visa on time and make sure you meet all the restrictions, including match for your degree, the current and correct wage, and all the other things that they require for you before you apply for a visa from inside the United States as you graduate. If you don't plan this early enough, you're not going to be successful in changing your status, and you may end up needing to leave the United States. 3, they might be bringing back the public charge rule. As you remember, back in the old Trump administration, they put restrictions on financial stability of people that are applying for a green card and also for their U.S. citizen spouses. Remember, so many restrictions as to who can actually qualify to immigrate to the United States. You had to show them bank accounts, credit reports, and many other things like that. And there were many restrictions as to what public benefits you could access if you don't have a green card yet. All this might be coming back very soon, and that's going to impact a lot of people who are currently inside the United States trying to apply for a green card for their foreign spouses. Also, if you're a green card holder trying to apply for your spouse, guess what? The wait time to change status from inside the United States is going to get even longer. Right now, it's taking over 2 years to change status for a green card holder who's trying to apply for their foreign spouse. It's going to get even harder for you guys to change status. And therefore, again, plan early, find alternative status for your spouse if you're trying to make that change of status from inside the United States. Number 4, we're talking about fee increases and processing delays. Many fees will go up in this Trump administration. They're going to increase fees for citizenship. They're going to increase fees for adjustment of status inside the United States, in addition to all the fee increase we've seen during the Biden administration. But also, in addition to that, you're going to see processing delays. Why? Because they're bringing back interviews. Almost every single green card case will be subject to an interview, including employment-based cases. These interview waivers were implemented under the Biden administration, and you guys have seen a major boost to the processing times. Many green card cases were processed faster. In fact, marriage cases under the Biden administration went from 18 months before he took office to under 6 months in the last 6 months of his administration. Guess what? Processing times will go up. Why? Because if they're going to conduct interviews for every single case, guess what? It's going to take longer. And longer means more processing delays, and longer means more time to get your green card or wait for that interview. So prepare early, file your cases now, because it's going to take them some time to implement all this, probably by the end of the year. By then, you should already have your green card. So fee increase and processing delays are expected because more in-person interviews will be implemented, including employment-based cases like I-45 adjustment for EB3, EB2, and EB1s. Those will come back, you'll see. And finally, asylum and refugee crackdowns. If you're waiting to apply for asylum from the United States, expect more processing delays, more scrutiny and vetting. Prepare your cases, prepare your credible fear interviews in advance, have all the evidence. Because if you're going to be waiting 5-7 years for an interview, you better have the evidence now so you won't be stuck when they call you for an interview. I'm telling you guys, refugee, asylum cases, all those are going to be taking longer. And if you're inside the United States trying to apply for asylum or change your status, that's going to be even more complicated later this year, moving to next year. Once again, if you're concerned about your immigration matter and you need help right now, send me a text, 619-483-4549. I'm here to help you. Or go to www.immigrationsap.com, send me a message, and we'll get back to you ASAP. Drop me a comment. What do you think? Are you worried about USCIS changes in 2025? What are your concerns? What's happening with your case? Drop a comment. And once again, guys, thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for being in this channel. And guess what? I'll see you on the next one.